Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from Notion Hub, and in this video, I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Realme 5S. By the way, I'll also be making a dedicated video on the best features where I'll be showing you all the features of this phone. So definitely check out that video, link will be in the description. Now with that said, I want to start off with my favorite feature on this phone, that's the dark mode. So to enable dark mode, you need to go to settings, then you need to select Realme Lab, and then we have dark mode. Now this feature is in beta mode, so it might not work properly, and unlike other phones, this feature also enables dark mode for all third-party applications. Let's say we have apps like Amazon and Flipkart. Those applications do not have a dark mode. But with this feature, themes of those applications also change, and sometimes they don't work properly. So if any application is causing problem, then you can disable dark mode for that particular application using these settings. Now let me just give you a quick walk around of this dark mode. So this is your notification area, these are your toggles, this is the settings page, and these are your stock applications. And as you have seen, all the applications have turned or enabled dark mode. This is the Play Store, and finally this is how the YouTube app looks like. So that's dark mode for YouTube as well. So guys, that's dark mode. Next I want to show you a pretty unique feature that's available only on this phone, that sidebar. And you have it over here. It's enabled by default, and once you swipe over it, this is how it looks. These are your quick applications, these are your quick shortcuts. You can take a screenshot, record the screen as well. Next we also have some other shortcuts at the top. That's the file manager, which opens up in this floating window, and next we have a quick shortcut for the camera application as well. So that's sidebar. And when you're watching videos on YouTube or any other application, or when you're using any application in landscape mode, you can access sidebar by swiping on the left side near the notch. Now for some stock applications like messages, this phone also supports multi-window or floating window. This is a messages application in a floating window, and you can check out your messages. Besides that, apps like WhatsApp open up in a split screen mode. So guys, that's the sidebar. Next, let's remove some bloatware. Now these are some of the applications that come pre-installed. You might not need most of these applications, so if that's the case, uninstall them as soon as possible. Next, I'm going to show you how you can disable lock screen magazine. First, here's a quick preview of the lock screen, and every time you lock your phone or every time you come to the lock screen, we see a different wallpaper. Some people like it, some people don't, especially I personally don't like it. So if you're like me and if you want to disable it, this is how you can disable it from settings. And now, here's the lock screen once again, and no matter how many times you come to the lock screen, we will have a fixed wallpaper. Next, I'm going to show you some camera gestures. First, we have touch. Once you enable this feature, we can take a picture by just touching the preview screen. It works for both the rear camera and even for selfies. Next, we have the palm gesture, which only works for the front camera, and it's great for taking selfies. Just enable it and then show your palm to the front camera, and your phone will take a picture in just 2 seconds. And here's a quick preview of that once again. Next, I'm going to show you different navigation gestures. First, we have a gesture called swipe up from both sides, and once you enable this feature, navigation bar is hidden, and now you can just swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home. You can swipe and hold for recent apps, and finally, to go back a step, you can swipe from the left side or right side. You also get a pretty cool animation. Overall, these gestures are great, but they don't work all that well. Next, we have swipe up gestures. Once you enable this feature, you can swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, swipe and hold for recent apps, and finally, you can swipe from the bottom left corner or right corner to go back a step. Next, we have a new 2-button navigation bar based on Android Pie, but this is not recommended as it doesn't work properly. Next, I'm going to show you how to trigger Google Assistant with the power button. Just enable this toggle, and now press and hold the power button to trigger Google Assistant. If you press and hold the power button longer, we will see the power options. If you are using navigation gestures, this is pretty useful. Next, we have some important screen off gestures. We have things like double tap to wake. We can also draw a note to open the camera application. Next, we can draw a V to turn on the flash. We also have more like music controls and custom shortcuts. But most of the time, I just draw V to turn on the flash. And to turn it off, we can press the power button. Next, we have a pretty cool shortcut to start or open split screen mode. this feature is enabled by default. Just make sure this particular toggle is enabled, and if it is enabled, you can just swipe up using 3 fingers to open the current application in a split screen mode. Now this is an Oppo phone, it's not like other phones, so some of the applications will not support this feature. With that said, most of the applications, especially third-party applications, do support split screen mode. Next, I'm going to show you how to record calls automatically on your phone. For that, go to settings just by clicking that button, and now select call recording, and make sure you enable this particular toggle. And once it is enabled, all the calls will be recorded automatically on your phone. Now this feature is available in India but might not be available in other countries. So if you can't find this feature on your phone, try using a third-party application. Next, I'm going to show you digital well-being. Now this is a feature from Google and you can find it in settings. This feature analyzes your phone's usage and gives you a complete report. It shows you how many times you've unlocked your phone, how many notifications you've got, how much time you're using your phone, and which apps you're using the most. So with all this information, you can know your usage and you can also limit your usage using this feature, which is a pretty cool thing. So let's say if you don't want to watch videos on YouTube for more than 1 hour in a day, we can put up such restrictions using this feature. Next we have wind down. This is another feature from Google which will help you sleep faster at night. Using this feature, we can schedule our phone to turn on grayscale mode and do not disturb mode automatically at a specific time. This is something I would definitely recommend you to try. Next, I'm going to show you how you can change your default apps, whether you want to change your default launcher, default browser or anything. For that, we need to first go to settings. Once you're in settings, select app management, then select default apps. Now from this page, you can change your default launcher, default SMS application, browser and so on. I would definitely recommend you to change your default browser to Google Chrome. Just like that. Next, I'm going to show you how to display the battery percentage on the status bar. For that, go to settings, then select notification and status bar, and then enable this toggle. Once you do that, we can see the battery percentage on the status bar. In the same way, if you want to see the network usage on the status bar, enable this toggle. Next, I'm going to show you how to display the RAM information on the recent apps page. For that, go to settings, then select additional settings, and now enable this toggle. Once you do that, we can see the RAM or memory information in the recent apps page. Next, I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot. Now there's an easy way to do that. You just have to press the volume down and power button both at the same time, and your phone will take a screenshot. Just like that. It works everywhere and you just have to press these 2 buttons at once and it really works. Now for some reason, if that's a bit hard for you, we also have the 3-finger screenshot gesture. Just go to settings and just enable this toggle. And once you do that, you can swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. Here's a quick preview. Once again, it also works everywhere. Just swipe down using 3 fingers and you'll get a screenshot. Next, I'm going to show you how to take a long screenshot. For that, first we need to take a regular screenshot. We can either use the buttons or the gesture. And once you take a screenshot, click long screenshot. Now we'll see a quick preview. You just need to scroll through the page, and once you're done, click done. And then we will get a long screenshot. Next, I'm going to show you how to record the screen on your phone. For that, first go to the toggles. And if you can't find the screen recording option, you need to click this button over here and search in the extra toggles. We have a dedicated toggle called Start Screen Recording. Just bring it up. And now we can start video recording just by using this toggle. Just click it and screen recording should start in 3 seconds. If your phone asks for any permissions, just grant them all. Next, I'm going to show you how to stop applications from automatically restarting in the background. For that, you need to first open Phone Manager. You can find it on the home screen or in your app drawer. Once you open it up, select Privacy Permissions, then select Startup Manager. Now from this page, we can start or stop applications from automatically restarting in the background. Personally, I'll enable this toggle for apps like Truecaller, WhatsApp or Instagram and disable it for everything else. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your phone. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video and definitely check out my video on best features. Link will be in the description. Now with that said, if you're planning to buy this phone, please use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. If you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.